What's going on YouTube? Today I got a really exciting brand new product to show you guys, and it has to do with the Mous Limitless 6.0 case. Now I don't even know if I'm supposed to show you this yet, but whatever. I'm going to show you the brand newly designed Mous Limitless 6.0 in carbon fiber. Now this is a case that a lot of people complained about earlier on in its life cycle, and I got to give Mous a shout out because not a lot of companies are going to go back and redesign and remanufacture a brand new case. But Mous is doing it, and if you've been on their website lately, that's why all of their current generations are just a little bit cheaper. So if you still like this design, you can score it at a pretty good deal right now. Now the controversy, if you remember, or if you're part of that crew, has to do with the cutout and has to do with the way that Mous actually did this. Now to be fair, I thought this was still a very, very nice case. I mean, the Limitless 6.0 case is much, much thinner and lighter than previous generations. And I thought it was a very sturdy case, and I definitely thought it was one of the better cases this year around. You have all the signature features of a Mous case that I actually really like these palm grip grooves and whatnot. I'll leave my original review down in my description if you want to go back to it. But this time around, guys, people just did not like this massive cutout, and I get it. I understand why, but I actually really liked it because it gave you a lot more freedom to use this button depending on the size of your finger, depending on the size of your thumb or your index finger when you're out and about taking photographs. I thought this was a better design versus one of those smaller cutouts that a lot of other case manufacturers were doing. Again, it all depends on your finger size. It all depends on your preference, if you will. But enough about that. Let's show you the brand new redesigned Mous Limitless 6.0 case, and I'll leave some links down in my description as well. All of their Limitless series is going to be redesigned to this brand new edition. And shout out for Mous for sending me an early review, an early copy of this case. So here it is, guys, in the awesome aramid fiber. And yes, ta-da! Here is that camera button. All new, really designed, and it actually just isn't a cutout. It's an actual glass button there. So you can see the reflection from my lights catching that glass. Now on the inside, you'll notice there's a couple things that are really special about this button here. And yes, it can come out, but once your phone is inside, this creates a very nice and strong bond between your phone and this button. But the reason for this is, number one, Mous wanted to ensure that if for some unlikely event this button does break, again, it is glass, but it is a very, very strong scratch-resistant glass on the front here. They wanted to ensure that you were able to get a replacement. So I am assuming that Mous is going to offer some type of replacements for this button. Now you can see on the back here, this isn't just an ordinary button. They didn't just put some sort of button inside of their case here. Again, you have that scratch-resistant glass on the front, but you also do have that PCB layer. So you get that printed circuit board right on the back here that's going to ensure that your interaction with Apple's camera button is flawless as can be. And the button itself is encased with a metal and silicone enclosure there. So again, it's all intended to be the strongest and most durable button yet. But let's go ahead, before we put in the phone into the brand new case here, you still get the Mous Aero Shock technology on the inside there. And they do a really nice job with their drop tests on their website. Go ahead and check my link so you can see some of those drop tests. But you can see the Aero Shock is all around this case here, and there's that button right on the inside. Of course, you get MagSafe and a soft cloth layer to protect your phone from getting all scratched up. Palm grip grooves that I actually really, really like. So let's go ahead and put my phone in, and shout out to Mous, because how often do you see case manufacturers go back to the drawing board and actually listen to their users' comments and give us a brand new and redesigned case? So here it is, 100%. This has got to be the only case that you should buy right now. I think this is a dope feature, and pressing it feels like I'm pressing Apple's button. Very, very easy, very, very seamless. You can see that integration from their glass button to Apple's actual camera button. I'm hardly pressing it, and I'm able to get all of the functions that I would on a bare naked phone. But this is a very nice integration, very, very well done to Mous. Now, as always, general fashion, we got to check out that front lip. Awesome design once again. Front lip protection is on point when it comes to this Limitless 6.0 case. And the buttons, no problems pressing these buttons. Get out of that camera. Buttons are easy to press, and you also see that same reinforced bumper. You can see the bumper comes out just a little bit on all of those four corners there, just giving you a little bit more of that uh-oh protection. And there's that lanyard holes, for those of you that like to put a lanyard on your phones. On the bottom, here are your cutouts, matching perfectly well with both of those speaker and mic buttons. And I like the way that this one kind of just flares up a little bit, Gives you kind of a different design. Nice looking design on the bottom there. Oversized action for that USB-C in case you have some larger cables. And of course that aramid fiber goodness on the back. Now here's your camera protection. Very nice camera protection, 100% for sure. And look at that fancy shiny button. Super fancy, super shiny. When you're looking at this camera button, it's basically flush with the case, but you can feel the difference. So when you do pull this out of your pocket and you want to quickly go ahead and snap a photo, it's very easy to just press on that button. And I like the fact that we get that scratch resistant glass, and super cool that there's actual PCB board into it as well. Very sturdy design. Just go ahead and press it and you can feel the feedback from this button just as if you were using Apple's original button. I gotta stress that once again, guys. That's the key selling point of this case now. Very nicely done. I'm really feeling this case once again, and I definitely like those palm grip grooves on the side that Mouse is known for, at least when it comes to my reviews. Just ensures that your phone is gonna stay nice and sturdy in your hand here. And it is a thinner case. It is a much thinner case than last year's iteration. So well done to Mouse for coming back to the design. Well done to Mouse for listening to consumers and customers and giving us what we want, giving everybody what they want. Let the people eat cake. Let's go ahead and check out MagSafe. Good strong magnet on the back here. No complaints when it comes to this magnet. Actually feels a little bit stronger than the last Limitless case, if I'm quite honest. Just a tiny bit stronger. Now, of course, one thing I do want to mention, if you're like me and you switch cases all the time, I'm still going to use this older model. I really like the walnut color. But if you're like me and you switch out cases, the only suggestion, just be mindful of that button on the inside here. You don't want that button to fall out, and then you're just not going to be able to find it. Then you have to get a replacement. So just ensure that when you swap out these cases, ensure that that button stays put, ensure that that button stays in there. And the same goes for when you're inserting your phone. I would suggest putting the side of your camera button first, and then sliding in the other side of your phone there. Just two little suggestions that I have, but otherwise I think this updated version is too hot to handle. Really nicely done. And overall, I think this is a much better design. It's giving you that 360 protection that Mouse is known for, that 360 protection that gives you the protection in your mind that if you drop this phone, no worries, nothing's really gonna happen. And of course, if you put a screen protector like I do, that's just doubling up your protection there, guys. So let me know what you think about this brand new design from Mouse, the updated design rather. Thanks for watching, I appreciate it. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I will catch you in another video.
Yeah.